Hey, this is JA bringing you some Call of Duty Ghost action in this video. You're going to see some beastly gameplay. Beastly gameplay in the sense that I am going to get beasted on. Oh man, you ever have one of those games where no matter what you do, it's always the wrong decision? I mean, watch how many times I look one way and I'll head one way and then I'll immediately get shot from behind or something like that. I mean, this game is just nuts. In fact, there's one point in the game I am 1 and something, and I want you right now, put in the comments section, how many deaths do you think I end up getting with only 1 kill? So I'm 0-1 right now. Let me know though in the comments section. I can't even remember how many deaths I had before I actually get my first kill. There was a couple times that I thought I got a kill, but apparently I didn't. And like I said, you know, I'm just gonna get destroyed in this game. Now, why am I doing this? Well, I was talking to this guy named Scooter Dad on Twitter, and he actually sent me a message and he said, "Hey Judgment, I'm still waiting for your Combat Axe gameplay." And I'm like, Combat Axe gameplay? And then I remembered a while back, he actually challenged me to get some, and I think I tried it for a night, but it was just horrible. I mean, I really struggled, did not get anything upload worthy or anything like that, so I didn't end up uploading anything. So I replied back to him and said, you know, told him, hey, I tried, but didn't get anything. You know, it was just really ugly, really bad. And he said, you know what, that's the point. That's what I want to see. I want to see you struggling in a game, struggling to get some kills and just doing poorly just to show that you're real. And it got me thinking. I was like, you know what, that's cool, because a lot of times when you watch YouTube videos, you know, you're only seeing the best from people when they kind of destroy somebody, unless it's something kind of funny, then they might put some bad gameplay in there. But I thought it would be cool just to show you that, you know, a YouTuber does struggle. And I'm no great YouTuber, you know, I'm not like Freak or Disciple or Claps who just drops chem strikes, you know, at will. You know, I really have to struggle to get good gameplay, where these other guys, it just seems like it's really easy. So it's not that far of a stretch to see this type of gameplay, though this is probably my worst game that I've ever had. But I thought it'd still be cool to show you that, you know, we're real. YouTubers do not go 30-5 every game, 30-1. They don't have flawless games every time. You know, a lot of times people ask me, what's your KD and everything, and I'm always embarrassed to tell people my KD because it's not that great. I don't have like a 4 or a 3 KD. I think in Ghosts it's low 2s, which, you know, that's probably pretty decent, but it's not like other YouTubers and everything like that. So I kind of hide some of those things. In fact, as I say this, I'm thinking that I probably have a little bit of pride issue right there. I'm very competitive and I don't like looking bad. I don't like losing. So maybe this will help me humble myself a little bit. But if on the small chance that you do watch my videos and you think, oh man, this guy's really good and I wish I was like him, just realize that I'm just like you and I have bad games. I'm 0-6 at this point. I think I'm about to be 0-7 when I get shot in the back right here. So just realize, you know, that I have those bad games and there's not too much that's different than me and you. But I also thought this video would be kind of cool to kind of share something else too, because I just got ordained. And if you don't know what being ordained is, I am a pastor, and I actually got ordained, and being ordained is kind of like being officially recognized as a pastor. And I think I mentioned that in another video. You know, in the Nazarene church, which I'm a part of, you start off and you get your lay pastor, where your church gives you a pastor's license and you spend a year in that position, and the church helps guide you, and you start preaching, you start doing different things under your senior pastor. Well, after a year, then you apply for a district license, and this is just the way my church or my church denomination does it. All church denominations kind of do it differently. But after a year, then you can get your district license and you become a licensed minister. The district kind of recognizes you and helps you on your way. You start going to classes and doing the, you know, study and everything like that. And I think that's my first kill right there. But you do that then for either like 3 to 6 years. I actually spent 7 years as a licensed minister because I couldn't get the amount of time because I was working full time. And, you know, you have to get your experience and everything like that. And after that amount of time, then you can apply to be ordained. And that's where, like I said, the church officially recognizes you. They lay hands on you and they say, you know, hey, we believe that you are called to do this and we send you out to do this. So just had that happen here recently, a very special time for me. But it got me thinking, you know, it got me thinking about what am I going to do when I have a church of my own? Because right now I'm an associate pastor, and I didn't even see that guy right there. But, you know, I wanted to think about what is my church going to be like and what am I going to do? And one thing that I want my church to be like And I probably shouldn't say, and I want my church to be like, you know, the church that I am lucky enough to be a part of and possibly lead, you know, I want that church to be real. And I want it to be authentic. I want authentic Christianity. I want to go back to the Bible and see the way Jesus did everything and, you know, follow that lead. Because so many times it seems like in church today, we all wear masks. We're afraid to admit what we're dealing with. We're afraid to admit what we're struggling with. You know, we don't want other people to know because we're worried about what they're going to think. But here's the thing, you know, these people that we're worried about what they're going to think, they're broken people. We're all broken people. I don't care if you're a pastor, you know, there's things that you struggle with, and we just need to be honest, and we just need to be out there. You know, my friend Butterbean, I love this guy's channel. I watch all of his videos. He just put out a video where he had actually struggled with this one thing, and I'm not going to say what it is. You know, you can go watch his video, but he struggled with this thing, and he stepped away from it, got away from it for like 2 years, but he just recently got back into it, and he fell down. And he shared that with everybody, and I was just really impressed with his openness and his honesty in that, because it's not an easy thing to do, to admit when you're struggling with something, admit when you've fallen, especially when there's people that look up to you and everything like that. And yet I think it's a sign of mature character when we do that, you know, and when he did that, you know, so, you know, it's not a good thing that he fell or anything like that, but we've got to be able to share the things that we're struggling with if we ever want to overcome them. If we ever want to be able to bring them before Christ, we got to quit hiding these things and actually admit them. And you know that when you do admit things, there are other people that are struggling with the same thing, and when they see you struggling with it, it's almost like a relief to know that they're not alone. They're not the only ones that struggle with it, because that's what we think in the church. You know, I am just the most horrible person. I struggle with this horrible thing, you know, but here's the thing, you know, I struggle with so many things, or I have struggled with along my life so many different things. You know, I probably can relate to a lot of things that you do. So, you know, that's what I want my church to be, or one thing that I'd like to see in the church that I pastor. But that's what I got for you. I hope you learned two things. One is, you know, YouTubers aren't all they're cracked up to be. In fact, they have their secrets. We have our secrets to find new lobbies and to get good gameplays. We have things that we do to actually help us out. And I'm not going to share those with you, but just trust me on this. We have these things that we know how to do to get in these new lobbies and to get these good gameplays. So, you know, don't beat yourself up if you're always playing against the sweaties and struggling. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And the other thing is, too, you know, if you are a Christian, know that you're not alone in your struggles. Everyone in the church and outside the church is broken. So when you see somebody struggling with something, don't judge them, man. Just go help them. Give them a hand up. And if you're a mature Christian, please show other people that you struggle with things as well. Don't be afraid to admit those things. You know, that's how we overcome them. And we only overcome them through Jesus Christ. So I hope this encourages you. I hope this helps you out. You've seen enough bad gameplay from me. I'm going to end it right here. But guys, as always, take care and God bless. Hey, if you like that video, make sure you check out my Life and Faith video playlist. You can do that by clicking on the picture at the bottom of the screen, or you can look in the description of this video and you'll find a link to that there. I also want to encourage you, if you ever need somebody to talk to you about anything, you know, feel free to contact me through Twitter or send me a private message through YouTube.